Episode 7. Pretty as a picture. I stare at Chloe. Did I hear her correctly? She's in witness protection because she's going to testify against her father in court? I don't even know how to react to that. She's got guts. She must be desperate. She must have so much integrity. She's got guts. Why Kearney where you could be recognized? I wanted to go here more than anything, to work with certain professors. I need a career if I'm going to be independent from my father. Still, I honestly thought it would be way easier to avoid people. There are 15,000 people on campus after all. I hoped. After that the trial would be done before the academic year started in the summer, but everything drags on and on. When is the trial? I don't know. I wish I knew. It's awful, waiting like this. I overheard him talking. I wait. Tears wet her dark lashes. He was setting up a hit. On a rival? Slowly, she shakes her head. She swallows hard and blinks. No. Just on a guy who wouldn't sell his land. My father wanted to put the pipeline through it, so I walked right out of the house right then and there. I didn't know what else to do. Who's your father? His name is Ronan Travix. He's the CEO of Energixis. Like the gas station? So he's the CEO of an oil company? She looks away and nods unhappily. Energy company, they're diversified, but yeah, oil baron, oil magnate, whatever. I don't know how much, or much about oil companies, much less the privately owned ones, but I do know this means Chloe comes from real money, like own a spaceship money. Is Chloe your real name? It's my middle name. Noel is my last name, under here, and they just made up. Then what's your name? It's Christina, but I like Chloe better. I want you to call me Chloe. I want to be Chloe. Are you really interested in journalism? More than anything. It's the foundation of democracy. If I can participate in that, if I can find a way to tell the truth after the trial to everyone, then I will. Just a few months this summer. I had my own money. I set aside some, but it was so uncertain. Ask a different question. Where do you get your money from now? I inherited a few accounts from my grandfather after I turned 18. I chose to keep their existence private from my father. She shrugs a little. Maybe I shouldn't be using them, but they're Belgian and came in, so... like tax evasion countries? Well, my grandfather believed in planning for a rainy day. That's one way to describe it. Why have you been following Rosewood Club members? I'm pretty sure someone's in cahoots with my dad. Cahoots is a great word. I know, isn't it? So, you think there's a conspiracy? I just feel like I need to know as much as possible to be as informed as possible before I go on the stand. Like, it's an obligation? Yeah, or a duty. You'd be surprised how small their social circles are. If you gross over a certain amount, you just know each other. Like some yacht club sort of thing. Same plane manufacturer, so on. It's just what it is. She pauses, thoughtful. I'm pretty sure Tristan gave me a marmot for my 6th birthday. A marmot? He liked exotic animals and was pretty into rock climbing even then. She shrugs, and I wonder if the marmot's okay. I gave her to a wildlife rescue. Oh, good. Why are you telling me all this? I don't know. I had this feeling like you might be in a similar position to me. And she catches my gaze and smiles awkwardly. I'm really bad at lying. Wow, this is so... effed up. I contemplate her, and she returns a look like she's waiting for something, and then I realize she is. She suspects that I'm also under witness protection because we've collided so often in the same locations when she's been spying. Do I tell her the truth? Or lie? That's a tough one. I'm just worried that we're being set up. But... YOLO. Tell her the truth. Maybe I shouldn't do it, but Chloe told me the truth. That you assume. Chloe, I'm working for the FBI. So to uncover this organized drug smuggling operation, it goes through campus. Somehow it's connected to the Rosewood Club. But I don't know how or what I'm supposed to be doing. Then it all spills out. Carter, hopes, fears, how confused I am, how I don't know what I'm doing, how I'm worried I'm going to flunk out of my first year at Kearney because of this. I'm so angry. I'm angry at Carter for getting me into this mess. I'm angry at the FBI for taking advantage of me and my brother, and for forcing me to do stuff against my will like I had no real choice. I'm angry at the Rosewood Club guys because they seem normal as rich guys get anyway, and I don't want to betray them. I feel like I'm being robbed of my freshman year experience. It's not fair. Chloe looks away, deep in thought, and rocks a little. She's humming a strange note, and I realize this too must be a form of stimming. I want to help, if that's okay. Yeah. It's good not to be alone, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I think we should talk to Jasper next. I know he uses, but if anyone knows a lot about it moving through the campus, it'd be him. He sells more than he lets on, you see. What? So, I, know his parents. When I was your age, I had a nickel and a shoelace to my name, and I made it type. Aside from paying tuition and fees, they don't give Jasper anything. Tuition fees aren't nothing, especially given that the Rosewood Club's fees are like $3 million. In her voice, I hear an aggrieved tone, like what Jasper experienced in Unjust somehow. I guess it is pretty normal that they get some sort of allowance for grown-ups. Is it the name for that? How does he afford everything? Junk's kinda expensive, and he doesn't exactly live like a poor college kid lifestyle. Precisely. Chloe looks at her phone, sighs irritatedly. I'm so tired, but the party's probably still going on. Do you want to crash with me? Oh, I'd like that. I don't think I'll get any rest at my dorm, even if I use earplugs. I gnaw on my lip, thinking about what I should say next if she's coming back with me. Chloe, I think you should know. I want more than friendship. I like you as a friend. I'm attracted, but I don't want a relationship. I'm not interested in you. I don't like you like that. Shit. You know what? It's college. I see. She slips her hand into mine and smiles at me. It's small smile, but so authentically Chloe that it takes my breath away. I take it I won't be sleeping on the floor. No, not unless you want to. No, I prefer to sleep in your bed with you. My heart thumps so loud in my chest it almost hurts. I swallow and tighten my hand around Chloe's. I love how warm her fingers are. She smiles and we turn back towards Rosewood Club with such deliberation. I've never done this before, and it's not like it's happening by accident. Somehow that makes this all the more special. I would hope. When Chloe and I get back to my room, we get ready for bed, awkwardly taking turns using the bathroom. At least you have a private bathroom I have to share with 4 other girls. That's true, if I had to share with the boys. Chloe wrinkles her nose. She'd walked past the boys' downstairs bathroom on the way in. How long has the bathtub had beer in it? I don't know, few days, maybe. She and I look at each other, neither of us seems to know what to do next. Backing her to bed, why not? I look up at Chloe and I beckon her over. It's maybe a flirty gesture, but a small smile touches her lips. She flicks off the lights, she slips off her clothing, and so do I. Okay, well, that's the first time. I don't know if I should be looking at her or not. I definitely want to. She is so beautiful. What happened to all, like, it's like when she took her clothes off, her makeup and everything went away too. I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now. She joins me in bed, sliding in beside me so that we face each other without touching. Her breaths are quick and nervous. I can't see her very well in the dark, but the moonlight that's hitting her features silvers the planes of her face, glimmers on her hair. She rests her hand on my hip lightly and uncertainly. I don't know what to do. YouTube's gonna kill me for that, probably. I mean, not really, everything's covered, but yeah. Kiss. I reach towards her to cradle her cheek in my hand. Her lips part, and I lean in to kiss her. Our lips touch lightly, and I deepen the kiss. We taste minty, still soft from water. I press our bodies in tight together so that every part of us touches. She makes a moan, and that sound moves through me. I move my body against hers as we kiss, a slow stroke. I love the smoothness of her skin, her intimate areas. What do you want me to do? I'm gonna have to skip this because, you know, YouTube. You know what? I just want to kiss. How about that? Let's see. Kissing's so good. Why is it so good? Evolution, but we should gather more data. Evidence-based thinking, doing your research. I like it. Feelings in, and we're holding each other, our bodies pressed together. I love her lips against mine, so soft, how her body presses to mine, softness to softness, how her hands feel on my hips. I can't keep track of what I'm doing anymore, how I feel anymore. All I can keep track of is her small sounds of pleasure, joy, her movements. I love how this feels, losing myself in her. She breaks the kiss and we look at each other. Her gaze feels infinite to me, like she holds worlds. I could look at her forever and keep on falling. Well... Oh. Okay, this is where I can't show it to you. It was short, sweet, included some artwork, which you're only going to be able to see in the Discord, because, yeah. Anyway, I know what I was expecting this to be, but this is so much better than I could have imagined. She shifts positions, getting herself more comfortable, and her breaths even out and grow steady. I move some blankets around and settle in. I could get used to this. And drift off to sleep. I guess this is one of the reasons why there was a huge issue with the, with Romance Club. Anyway, and it was involving the, people in Russia. Anyway, in the morning, Chloe wakes up at 6 a.m. Her wakefulness beside me brings me slowly into consciousness. When I open my eyes, she's watching me with a tender smile on her face. She touches my hair lightly, gently, and her smile softens. Morning. Morning. She leans in and presses her lips to mine. I sigh against her, enjoying her warmth and our closeness. She rests her forehead against mine. I'm going to go back to my room to shower and get changed. Also, I need to go to the gym. Oh, so no breakfast? Do you want to get breakfast? I have an essay I need to work on, actually. She smiles at me and kisses again. I savor it, the softness of it, how it takes me and brightens my morning. She slips out of bed with a warmth lodged in my chest. I watch her gather her clothes and get dressed. I love watching her dress. So intimate, I can't look away, and even better, I don't have to. Her simple, clean motions as she puts on a bra, she puts on a shirt over her head, tosses her tousled hair over her shoulder. They're intoxicating, consuming. I have a question. Did a guy write this? Because this is how we feel when we see women. Just being honest. Like, you women are beautiful. You're like works of art, I'm just saying. Have a good day. See you soon. Definitely. Hey, look! Boom! Her hair and everything's back. It didn't even change it, I swear. Oh, she kisses me once more and leaves. I stretch and pull myself out of bed. Come on, brain. Time to lock in. This essay isn't going to write itself. I sit down at my desk, flip open my skinny, cheap laptop, and stare at the browser before opening a clean, empty document. It's just so empty. What am I going to say? I have no ideas, none. I flip open my desk drawer and peer at my collection of canned drinks I bought with dining dollars. We've got Triple Berry Energy, Vanilla Coffee Bean, Lemon Green Tea. It's gotta be coffee, man. It's gotta at least be coffee. I can't do energy drinks. They suck. None of them really work. The caffeine sinks straight down onto my empty stomach, upsetting it a little, but it does what it's supposed to and wakes me up. I review my notes, put my hands on the keyboard, and get started. Here it goes. I'll write what the teacher wants. Slay, F it. I'll do the best I can. I'm gonna slay. A few hours later, I submit everything on Slate, and then I shower and head downstairs to scrounge for breakfast. Or you could have just, probably wisely got something before doing all that, but okay. Hey, Janie. Esmeralda made us breakfast. It's in the fridge. Oh, like what? Breakfast burritos, overnight oats, yogurt parfaits. She always wants us to eat healthier. The parfaits are good. I eye Michelle with suspicion, but go to the fridge and take a parfait. I spoon some into my mouth, and it is good. Feels weird to be hanging out with one of Jasper's girls at 9 a.m. Wasn't he with Sophie last night? Then, as if by thoughts summon her, she strolls in the kitchen, walks over to look at the fridge like she owns the place. Good morning, Janie, Jasper, and Michelle. Michelle fidgets, unable to look at Sophie, and shrinks in on herself like she's super embarrassed about something. Okay, so the three of them, wow. Well, this is effed up. I eye Jasper. He seems calm and alert. I can't help but wonder if he's sober, if he's the type who reaches for a pipe or something the minute he wakes up. Whether or not he's high right now and whatever happened between those three, I gotta find out how he sources his drugs, who his plug is. I've gotta get him alone to talk to him. Jasper. Yeah? What class did you take as a freshman for your hard science GE? Physics. Why? When he was a freshman, he took the same GE that I'm taking now. If I can get him to help me, maybe I can use that as a way to get other information out of him. I bet you flunked. Your twisted path has asked changed how you would have asked him. I didn't. My dad would kill me. But it doesn't seem like you're the type to study, so how did you? I used the file. Rosewood Club's got it all. We also have an account on Academic Answers, a soft cloud drive. Everyone uploads everything. You know who's a effing genius that you wouldn't expect? Not you, that's for sure. James, he's a beast. So you're copying his work. The professor sometimes reuse the problem sets. Want to see? Give me a second. Will you girls don't fight over me while I'm gone? I try not to roll my eyes as he leads me away. I'm already rolling my eyes. He shows me a closet off the common room where all the physical copies are kept, and I sit down on the common room sofa to review them. Wow, there's like so much. Rosewood has been keeping copies of essays since it was founded in the 19th century. Pretty sick. I earned my place here through hard work. That these entitled guys can cheat, it makes me feel so angry. Some of these guys feel like they can do whatever they want without consequences. Yeah, welcome to rich people. This is so sick. Hey, thanks for hooking me up. Yeah, you're Rosewood now. Speaking of hooking somebody up, I heard you sold some junk to my brother. So what? I don't have much money, but shit's expensive. I mean, I need a hustle. I don't need my competition living with me. I'm a girl, different customer base. I could cut you in on my sales. Now you're talking. Alright, look, I'm playing a show at the Vault tonight. You wanna come? I might introduce you to my guy. I squint, trying to place the name. The Vault is the coffee shop run by the student government. Sure, I've never been to the Vault. Been meaning to check it out. Oh, it's dope. See you there? Bet. God, how these kids talk nowadays. We just said yeah. Bet. I wait until Jasper leaves before I put the file back. I don't need this, and I won't ever need it. Like hell am I ever going to cheat. So, I need to go to the Vault tonight to meet the guy who gives Jasper his drugs. Going alone makes sense because it'll allow me the most freedom. But also, I've never been to the Vault, and it might be kind of nice to go with someone. I should ask Grant, Lillian, Tristan, Chloe. Fly solo. Tristan. Well, Grant, Tristan. Do you want to go to Jasper's show with me? You couldn't keep me from your side. I text over the details. I took my phone away. Since I have a midterm, I'm early to class, I sit down, writhe with nervousness, and then pull out my phone to settle my anxiety while I wait for class to start. Cute videos of huskies falling over dramatically can't fix this anxiety. I'm still thinking about my night with Chloe, my brother and his problems, whether I can do what the FBI wants. I'll think of something good. Sophie, breathless, sleeps in a few minutes later, or before the church's bell tower chimes the hour. She sits down next to me. I didn't know you were in this class. Oh, that's because I haven't been coming. I attended last year, so I know all the lectures anyway. Boring. So, she failed and... Soon enough, the professor steps in, hands a midterm around. The lucky students who get it a few seconds earlier than me are already looking at it, waiting for the professor to say, start. Finally, the stack makes its way to my hands. Blue book, exam, start. Hey, listen, can I have a couple of questions? Just so I can maybe, see if I still got it. I fall into laser focus I get during test taking. I've always been good at tests. I've been horrible, but I somehow just... Yeah, well, I learned a trick. The shuffle... And no, it's not cheating. The shuffle of papers, the rustle of clothing, the dusty industrial scent of classroom, Sophie's flowery perfume, the one guy who always burps inappropriately, all that fades into the background. Answers pop into my head like I've made for this. It's like I can just see the textbook in front of me, and all I have to do is peek at the right paragraph and write the answer down. But then there's movement at the edge of my vision. It's Sophie, leaning over to read what I've written. This is where you accidentally, lean back really quickly and stab her in the eye. I could blackmail her, furious, pity her, furious. I go hot and cold with anger. How dare she? Her phone is also out on her lap, its screen darkened, but Academic Answers is pulled up. What should I do? Push her over so her phone falls off her lap. You know what? Reach out and give her a hard shove just as the professor walks by. Sophie yelps and her phone goes flying, landing right at the professor's feet. Get wrecked! The professor picks up her phone, sees what's on the screen, and then looks over to Sophie. With a chastising noise, the professor waves Sophie away from her exam. Annoyed, but not defeated, Sophie packs up her stuff and leaves before the professor can say another word. I finish the test without further incident and hand it in. Professor smiles at me. I really wish we could see the professor, because I just want to see you just, like, LOL'd at her. After the midterm, I start walking towards the Porter's Lodge. On the way, I switch my phone off silent and check it. Oh, Ray's texting. Alright, let's scroll up. Oh, you can read all your stuff. Okay. Okay, so we'll just start with... I wish they had, like, a time or date on this. I'm pretty sure we read some of this, but... I'm being evicted. They want me out tomorrow. Hey, I signed a short-term lease on a new place. Congratulations, that's amazing. Same neighborhood as before, just 1 block away. You need help moving? You know me too well. Didn't want to ask because you just helped me move. Only if you help move the body. I'll add it to your ledger. It's no problem. Yeah, I kind of want to add it to your ledger because I keep helping you, but... Don't tell me you've murdered again. Sorry, it was just so tempting. Murder! Murder. Dang it. I told you should go to AA for this. HMA, you mean? Homicidal Maniacs Anonymous? LMAO. I have time this afternoon between classes. Thank you. You're the best. I know, right? How about I pick you up in the trash jangle? 20 minutes. Trash jangle? Our piece of shit is making a weird noise. Oh, great. Kay, by the gate. Kay. Ray sends me a tongue out emoji and I tuck my phone away, satisfied. At the Porter's Lodge, I search for the right mailboxes. Some professors are requiring all their assignments to be handwritten because they're afraid of AI. I mean, not really afraid, they just want you to actually do the work versus the AI doing it. Understandable, but annoying. Handwriting takes forever, and I really miss spell check every time. But at least I have good handwriting, unlike some of the guys. When I've handed in the last of my assignments and I'm about to step out of the mail center, my phone chimes. The burner phone. Oh. Alright. I wanted to give you a quick update. Carter is safe. He's currently being debriefed. He's being very cooperative. Well, that's good. I think he will be tremendous help to our case. Yeah. Good. Any progress on your end? I'm trying. I have a lead on a local plug that's supplying one of the Rosewood guys. Not sure if Rosewood is to blame. I think the guy is getting his drugs from somewhere else, but maybe I can find out where and that could help. We know they're deeply involved somehow. I'll keep looking. Tell you what I find out tonight. Thanks. Keep us updated. You are the most useless FBI I've ever met in my entire life. Maybe later I can arrange a call with Carter, see if he's okay. Also, him being cooperative, maybe it's me being super anxious, but that makes me nervous. Like, what's up with him suddenly being okay with being a narc? Near Ray's new apartment. Well, this seems like fun. Ray's new place is just a block away from their old one. It doesn't come with parking, so we have to carry the boxes from our parking spot a block away, then up 4 flights of stairs because it also doesn't have an elevator. You know I'm your best friend, right? I'm so sweaty. Why is it so hot outside anyway? Heat wave? I don't know. I'm not a climate scientist. A feral calico watches us, growling and chewing on her half-eaten rat. She's sitting on the cracked asphalt in an abandoned preschool that has yellow public notice of development stickers on it. There's an empty church surrounded by a chain-link fence about a block down. Several men have made a campground there. Trash bags, heavy with raised blankets, are cutting into my hands, and so I stop to readjust my grip. Notice of renovation. Crest Company announces its plan to create a technology campus for an IT company. Soon this place will become a center of innovation and technological development. Stay tuned. What is it? They're going to turn it into some kind of technology campus for an IT company? Here? Like, here? Here? That's what it says. That's Delulu. Nobody would want to work here. They'd get stabbed. Yeah, well, they typically get rid of all the people before they do it. You might get stabbed. Girl, I'll be careful. Another poster is plastered with a notice of development. Town hall meeting. Keep the original feeling of the neighborhood and resist gentrification. Working class will be driven out due to rent increases. Right. Working class. What about the people who wrote this? All work in bars in Brooklyn. Maybe I should go meet my neighbors. It's in like an hour, so why not? Good morning. You have any spare change? No, sorry. You pieces of shit. You're all bunches of pieces of shit. Oh, go yourself. Come on, Ray. The guy reels back as if confused and staggers back towards me. You get near me and I'll stab you in the testicles. Ray, come on. Ray and I walk in silence. Ray sighs. Only a few more trips. Ray and I walk past a young woman on the sidewalk. She doesn't look much older than me. Only her hair's matted. She nods, singing tinfoil. Singed tinfoil sits near her duct-taped shoes. What if that's Carter someday? The thought puts a lump in my throat. I feel both helpless and angry. You were serious about going to the town hall? Sure, unlike you, I vote. I vote. Then let's go, citizen. Hot cocoa, I told you so. Ray and I grab paper cups, dump packages of generic brand goodness in, and pour hot water over the dissolving powder. The scent wafts up in a vanilla, reminds me of Gran. We sit near the back so then we can leave when it gets too boring. I called this town hall meeting so we can hear from Crest Industries about what they're going to do about the rent prices. They're going to go up, just like in Frisco. First, I'd like to thank you for inviting us to this event. Amelia and I feel honored that you wished us to settle these concerns. You... As a mother myself, I understand why so many families are concerned about the future of this neighborhood, and thankfully, we have some answers. I bet you do. James's parents. This must be a PR thing. I peek around the town hall and notice that there are several people in suits lurking in black. A blonde woman in a pencil skirt, the beige heels, and a clipboard is nodding to herself, probably checking items off a list. Listen to those accents. Do you know what the best British word is? I think it's scarper? Snog. Faff. Knickers. Listen! Do you realize how many British people have gotten in trouble for that one word? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Anyway, Josh. You win. This is why in the rest of the world, they don't live like America. They're like, what'd you say? And they repronounce it. Please, I'd like to have a chance for you to review our complete revitalization plan. We've given a lot of thought to... You've given a lot of thought to this? This is my neighborhood. I've lived here since I was 5. We've worked with the Environmental Conservation Organization to restore the wetlands, and there should be a children's spray park connected to a series of biking trails. I've always thought there should be a park there. You're pushing us out. Your corporate headquarters will bring all the young tech people in, and rents will skyrocket. We want a police station so we can deal with the homeless problem and the drug problem, not a park. Get the junkies off the street. Fun as it is, I gotta get back to campus. While James's parents let these randos duke it out, Ray and I leave. That's the problem. The people can never get on, like, one wavelength. That's why nothing ever gets done and people continue to live in that. A park would be nice, huh? I mean, both a park would be nice, but also getting rid of the homeless would be nice too. But that would require giving them homes. Or helping them. A lot of people are against both of those. There's something about this that's pissing me off. I guess? Once I get my stuff unpacked, you want to do a movie night? It's been a while. I feel a flash of guilt. I don't want to be like one of those people who goes to college and forgets all about their high school friends. You name the day and time. We ourselves didn't even address this issue. Kearney. Back on campus, I head straight for my room. I shower real quick, put on my makeup, and then decide to get changed for Jasper's show. I wonder how I'll know who his guy is. Will he introduce us? Fringe dress. Corset. Cut out. Wow. Okay. Not much to the imagination on this one. I mean, a lot of them are about the same, but, we can change our hair. Pink punk twisted. Braids. I like the foxy one. Why not? We're going to something new. Why not? Once I'm done, I kill some time on Slay doing some random assignments, and then I check my phone. These guys are gathering downstairs in the common room. Would you be adverse to all of us walking over together? That's kind of what I expected. I'll see you soon. Yep, one sec. Then, about 10 minutes to head downstairs. Since it's Jasper's playing, all the Rosewood Club will be there to support him, though the boys aren't talking about it like that. Going to heckle Jasper? Janie and I have more of a positive outlook than you. We're there to support him. I've never been to the vault. Is it easy to find? We're walking over together. Let me escort you, my lady. You'll need to find someone else to try your courtly manners on, Avery. It's no longer the 18th century. And Janie asked me. Alas. Tristan gathers up my hand and rests it lightly on his elbow, guiding me towards him. I like how he's moving my body closer to him, claiming me as his. I flush, pleased, and I look away so that he can't see how much I like this. I have to admit that I kind of like being the only girl in the group of guys. As I walk across campus on Tristan's arm with the guys around us, I feel like a queen bee. Your body counts. Where are you at, James? 82. Jasper's got more. You, Tristan? You couldn't make me confess under torture. I personally don't like talking about women like this. James, shut it down. I'm not talking about women. That'd be making an assumption about James. Am I right? F off, Logan. It only was once. Guess our conversation about his boarding school experiences wasn't so accurate, and he's done some experimenting. Or twice. Enough, Logan. Janie, you must tell us yours. It's none of your damn business, my boy. Since there's no way I'm going to admit I'm not that experienced, I wink at him. Do you want to know? A girl has to have her mysteries. I bet it's up there. If you were on Sparks, it'd be in the hundreds. Off limits as a conversation topic. Thanks, Simon. Yeah, it's not cool. Janie's like a Mother Teresa or something. Who's Mother Teresa? What's yours, Logan? 12. Because of your girlfriend, right? I never cheated, but she thought I was. At least you aren't a cuck. F off. It wasn't like that. I'll be your wingman, bro. You'll forget all about your ex. I don't know, bro. Bro. Okay, anyway. I hate those guys. Bro. At the vault, Jasper hasn't started his set, and there's some sort of student stage crew meeting up or messing with the lights and sound system. Tristan places both hands on my hips and draws me close so that I'm standing in front of him and he's holding me. I crane my head up to look at him, startled by his abrupt motion and his manipulation of my body, smiling down at me, oddly tender and fierce. He leans down and presses lips to my ear. I shiver, inadvertently pressing myself back against him, and his hands tighten over my hips. I want everyone to know you're here with me. Oh. In the large, chilly subterranean room, his heat seems like a blaze across my back. I love the pressure of it, this hard, lean musculature that's built from climbing. I can feel him growing against me, and it makes me want to rub against him, to torment him. Jeannie, what are you doing? Focus. You're here on business, remember? But God, I want to throw all that away and pull him into a dark corner, to be dangerous with him, to let things go where they'll go, to let him take me somewhere new. And from how his fingers are stroking slowly along my hip bone and down, I can tell he wants that too. Soon, Jasper gets up on the stage, and the girls start screaming their heads off like he's a rock star. He strums an electric guitar and begins his set. I'm not singing. Don't make me. I've never heard him practice at Rosewood Club. I've only heard him play to impress girls. But it's actually not bad. Dude, he's only strumming. A 3-year-old could do this. He must practice somewhere, sometime. I keep on looking around, expecting to see some nefarious character with a bunch of suitcases, but then I realize how dumb that is. A dealer won't look like a dealer, right? After the show, Jasper comes to find me. He's got girls hanging off him like he's a jock strongman. What'd you think? Oh my God, wasn't he amazing? You were amazing. Anybody you'd like to introduce me to? Tristan grows still with surprise, but doesn't comment. Jasper doesn't seem to notice Tristan's narrowed eyes or cautious body language. Yeah, at the after party. It's also a housewarming party. You want to come? I think that's the idea if we want to do this. Right, I got some rides coming for the girls. I got a sick new loft. Does he mean he bought himself a new place off campus? Where's your loft at? You'll see. Doesn't look like much, but I renoed this place, now it's amazing. When he rattles off the address, I nearly drop my phone in shock because, let me guess, it's your friend's old place. That's my address, or was, before I moved out and Ray was evicted. Yep. I really wasn't surprised by that. When I step into Jasper's renovated loft, I gape. Despair, anger, shock, these emotions cycle through me faster than an eye blink. I can see the room's old structure, but he's knocked down the walls, switched out windows. Now it's got the most modern, masculine vibe I associate with douchebag lawyers and TV shows. It's chilly, even smells like boy deodorant. He really did have my old place completely renovated. Ray was thrown out for Jasper. Of all people. How's this even fair? Welcome to rich people. They can do whatever the hell they want. Janie and Tristan, what do you think? Do you like it? I like it. I like the interior decorator. He got me. He really did. I think Tristan knows, if I'm not mistaken, too. What's he on? He's talking like a mile a minute. I'd like to see what you've done with it. Oh, there were so many decisions to make. It was crazy. You wouldn't believe how many decisions there were to make. Magnificent, isn't it? Great, right? But why this neighborhood? My dad says it's going to improve any day, and then when it does, this location will be sick. Hey, I think that's all of RK3. They came! The K-pop band? Yeah. Maybe I can get the musician-to-musician tips. Lean whisper under my breath so that Tristan can't hear me. Remember that little matter we talked about, your supplier? Right. I completely forgot. It's Simon. Our Simon. He's the Simon. Do you think RK3 even know Do Young? I'm so glad he made it. Maybe I can introduce them. Do you think they can recommend a good private jet? I might get one. Do Young? Oh, the K-drama star. He's like famous. Annoyed, I watch Jasper leave. Not entirely sure why he did this. Was he just messing with me? Did he want me to come? Was he that absent-minded? Why make me go through all this trouble just to tell me it's Simon, who we both live with? Is so annoying. And I suppose you're going to tell me what that was all about. What do you suppose Simon is? Michelle turns to me. She looks sad. Mascara under her eyes is blurred, giving her a world-weary look. Simon, he went back to Rose Club earlier. His parents are fighting with his grandfather over the deforestation in Brazil, and Simon's caught in the middle. Do you think Jasper will want me tonight? Oh, Lord. Rich people are in their own world, man, let me tell you. I need to go. Jasper's wealthy college friends mingle with celebrities, influencers, the type of people I'd see on the covers of magazines next to self-checkout at the grocery store. In person, they're shorter. Oh, God. Yeah, no. Okay. Except for some of the athletes, of course. I'm so out of place. Are you? You don't look like it. Except for the pink hair. Tristan leans in to whisper in my ears, brushes my neck, and I shiver. Do you want to play a little game? Game? I know you have secrets, and I know you have an ulterior motive when it comes to living in Rosewood Club. Bad intentions isn't that far from here. If you can't endure my attentions for, say, 20 minutes... If you give in before the 20 minutes are up, you'll need to give me a secret. A real secret. Bad intentions is the club, so by his intentions he means... But if I can endure it? Confident, aren't you? If you endure it, I'll stop asking. I don't believe you. And buy you dinner at a location of your choice. So, do you want to go to the club with me? Yes, but I need to establish some boundaries. Of course, it's a normal part of negotiating a scene. What have I gotten myself into? And so, for the next 20 minutes, we've endured torture. Of all kinds. Oh, welcome back. Are you playing tonight? I don't know, shouldn't you be the one answering this, Tristan? You're the man. I'm supposed to endure 20 minutes of this shit for a free meal, apparently. Yes, I am. That's what I wanted to hear. When he looks at me, his fierce gaze makes me shiver. It's directed right at me like he's a predator eyeing a mouse and I'm his prey. I shiver with nervousness and excitement? I can feel my heart beat faster, how my body begins to react to the idea of him hunting me, catching me, pinning me down, his body hot on mine. I'll need you to sign a waiver. You've been here before, so you understand the rules. Okay, good. My safe word is watermelon. It's out of season, so, you know, it makes sense right now, except for summer. Nervous but curious, I head into the club. Tristan is at my side. I hope that you don't mind if I am very possessive of you here. I don't want any of the other doms to think that you're available. Tonight, you're mine. No, you get 20 minutes. That's all you get. I blush and nod. He knows the social dynamics here, and I don't. He puts his arm around me, claiming me, and I lean into him. Several doms, or at least I think they are because they're fully dressed, glance at him, and then at me, and then back at him again. They look away. They know I'm his, and I'm safe. I like this. Tristan eyes the various areas in the club. Some have pretty different furniture, and I don't know what it is, or does. There's relatively an intense scene happening with a girl surrounded by 3 masked doms who all have 9-foot whips, and also have a young man who's locked in a cage beneath a coffee table. Sometimes people stop to watch, but mostly they're just talking, kissing, flirting. Tristan walks me over to one of the more private corners of the room where the furniture seems simpler and less intimidating. I'm not certain about doing this where everyone can see me. I look at him uncertainly, seeking his guidance. He seems confident, but I know he's still learning too. Do you want to do this? Are you sure? Yes. I've already said yes several times, but I appreciate that he still keeps checking in. That's what the proper dom is supposed to do. You always check in, especially after something. I want this to be all about you. But are you interested in... Trust me when I say that if I can fulfill a fantasy of yours, I'll be fulfilling one of mine. Oh. How he says that makes my cheeks burn, my body wake into restlessness and anticipation. This choice won't impact the scene, but it may change future scenes. We'll push this as far as we can. Exploring. He steps towards me as if he can't help himself, and his eyes seem ablaze with desire. The intensity of his gaze, his hunger, pierces me. It's so strong that I can feel it inside of me, a deep, searching need, almost frightening. But I need his gaze, or meet it with my own, defiant, pleased with myself, and I smile. You might just be able to undo me with that smile of yours. Undoing you wasn't quite what I had in mind. Perhaps we should start out with something more traditional. Traditional. Perhaps binding you to that spanking bench and then spanking you. We'll indulge. I was hoping you'd say that. His smile promises that this will be very interesting, and I shiver. I can't tell if I'm eager, scared, aroused, or all three. All I know is that my body hums every time he looks at me. Before we get started, green, yellow, and red. They're the house safe words. Okay. So green's good, go ahead. Yellow's pause, slow down, red stop immediately, right? He nods. He turns and grabs a spray bottle and sprays down the furniture like we're in a gym. The sharp scent of bleach and peppermint tickles me. I plan on using my hands, not toys, and with my open palm. It's unlikely that I could hurt you, but I still need to know that you're comfortable with it. You mean in terms of... I won't bruise you without your permission. I hadn't thought about that. As much as I would love to see my hand imprinted on your pretty skin, claiming you as mine. His intensity makes me shiver. I'm comfortable with... This is our first time. I'm surprised there's not a, gradually increasing meter in which you get a choice every time it happens. Just saying. Just saying. They could always go back and add that or edit it in. Pain, but no bruising. Is there anything I should know about you before we begin. Such as? Health problems. Perhaps you're someone who shuts down when she's upset and has a hard time saying red or no. Do you want to be able to say no without redding out? Do you like to cry? Or does crying mean I've gone too far? How would I know if I've gone too far and you haven't told me to stop? Do you have any other ways your body signals that? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, not even I would know that. Do you have any triggers, previous trauma? Yeah, we're not getting into that right now. Oh, shit. It's a good thing I'm not a sub. No, nothing like that. How about aftercare? Also, don't know? Then we can learn together. Interesting. He picks up my hand and brings it to his lips, kissing me with an earnestness that on someone else would look kitsky, but on him it's just hot. Now get undressed. I've never done anything like this before. I'm a little shy, I'm very shy. I'm a little shy. I mean, you're doing this in a public place. I remove my clothes slowly, nervously, unable to look at Tristan, but I can feel him watching me, his gaze hungry on my skin. The shiver, I'm cold, it's excitement, fear now that drives me through like a spike. Get up there. He nods at the furniture, simply, but commanding, and I do. I climb up and bend over, my heart pounding, my blood rushing in my ears. It's not uncomfortable because the bench is padded, but I do feel very exposed. He leans over me, the firm musculature of his chest pressing on top of me to check the bench. I savor it, his closeness, his dominance over me. He uses the padded leather cuffs to fix my wrists and ankles to the bench. He tests the tightness, slipping 2 fingers underneath each, like someone testing the fit of a dog's collar. Okay. That's what she has underneath. Chef's kiss. My breath catches. His gaze on mine is so intense that I want to tighten my knees together so that he doesn't know how into this I am. Use your words, Janie. Is this comfortable for you? Yes. Do you remember our bet? Yes. Yeah, 20 minutes of this shit. Timer's already ticking, dude. You've handcuffed me. I'll try to get the information from you, Janie. You'll give in. There isn't any information to get. It was an accident and I moved into Rose Club. Yup. Nice artwork. We'll go with it. Behind me, cloth rustles. Tristan smacks me. The sound claps through the room, making me jump. My skin smarts. But even as it smarts, it also feels good. I move a little, wiggling, and he smacks me again, my skin stinging and flushing hot from the blow. My face burns with embarrassment, because this time I know it definitely feels good. Did you like that? He smacks me again, and this time pleasure mingles with the pain, shooting straight through me, get to gather in its grip. My body's feeling hot, restless beneath his hand like it wants more. He gives it to me again. The open-handed smack rings out, my skin burns with it. Do you want more? Please. Tell me why you're living in Rosewood Club. It was an accident. Like hell it was. He smacks me again, and I moan, leaning back at him. The sting of his skin is making my entire body flush with sensation, even the areas that he isn't touching. Janie, tell me. Oh, I am telling you. Every time he smacks me, I gasp, interrupting myself, and my gasp softens into a noise of desire. I can't believe I'm doing this in public, and yet I also don't care, because right here, right now, it's just him and me. You try to be so good, but I know the truth. He reaches his hand between my legs. Ruh-roh. It didn't last long. Just teasing. Anyway, I stretch, then feel dizzy. Tristan reaches out to steady me. How was it for your first time? It was interesting. The heat on my cheeks makes me cover my face with my hands. I'm so embarrassed. Come, let's take a seat. I'll fetch you some tea. He guides me over to a leather couch and sits me down. I let him. Is it customary for a dominant to fetch tea? It's your aftercare, ma'am. Under these circumstances, yes. He brings me a cup of chamomile tea. I say by savoring its warmth, and it is warmth. I lean into him. He puts his arm around me and then strokes my back slowly. It takes a few minutes for my body to calm down. I take deep, slow breaths. I'm aware of the the sofa beneath me, gold creased. I'm aware of the scent of peppermint and leather. I won. You owe me dinner. You did. You were a very good opponent. I demand a rematch. The club sounds softened into moans that would make a star blush. I'm shivering. You've had quite the night. He has no idea. I think it's time that I escort you back to Kearney. What about dinner? It's been a long day. I've done what I needed to do. Weary, I nod and let him guide me out. Rosewood Club. Soon enough, we're back at the Rosewood Club. I stop, shocked, and stare. The door to my room is open. No, more than open, shattered, like someone kicked it open. When I find out who did this, they'll pay. But why would anyone do that? Completely numb, I step forward to take in the damage. Whoever did this, what were they looking for, and why did they think I'd have it? Well, if you want some hypothesis, stay here a minute, but let's complete the episode. Yeah, we gained quite a bit of Twisted. Honest question, when does that come into account? But hold on, diamonds. Alright, first and foremost, please, if you did enjoy, to like, share, and subscribe. There's also the Join and Thanks feature. Also consider checking that out. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. So aside from that, I took advantage of, it being a Diamond Rush. Jumped on this. We haven't covered it. And I know it went on a hiatus for like a month or two, maybe a little longer. And then I know there was a lot of issues around this. I don't think there's a season 2 out yet. Knock on wood, I don't really know. But yeah, I don't honestly know. Like I said, I know there's been some issues with this whole thing. When it comes to, around that time, I know it was released back in May. I know we covered it every time it came out until, I think it was July, give or take. So I know there was a lot of issues back, because of, let's just spit it out, because of, their fan base, more or less, was, more, they didn't like girl on girl, they didn't like guy on guy, they don't like any of that. So that's what I wanted to get to, while treading around this topic very diligently, so that way no one can punish us on the platform. Because if you talk about certain things or bring up certain words, automatically your videos go bye-bye. So, with that being said, so I'm jumping back on this. I know I'm a couple behind, but I don't know if they did season 2. Long story short is, let's put it this way. You have someone who thinks that you might be into the scene, and he's also someone who, again, doesn't have much money besides what he does in his extracurriculars at school, so he might have been looking for, like, your supply, or to see if you have it, or to see if you're, lying or fat or undercover or something like that, right? Like, everybody knows you don't fit in a Rosewood Club. especially Tristan, and constantly asking why and the whole 9 yards. And then for him to out Simon, and then if Simon finds out, then Simon was probably worried that you had something on him, which I'm assuming we had our burner phone on us just in case. So long story short is they're not going to find anything. Unless here's the other probability. Unless them going through a room and ransacking it, they planted something. And then if we aren't diligent enough to look, then something's been planted on us. And yeah. So one of two can happen, let's be honest. That's how I feel. That's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts down below. Aside from that, again, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Do keep in mind that a lot of this other stuff is up on the channel right now. We're still waiting for LSE, right? The authors had a lot of issues or something. I don't know. That's what they keep saying. It would really suck if this becomes a write-off, right? Otherwise, we're caught up with Time Capture, caught up with Astrias. We've just started Solus. Kali, we're finishing finally. Do keep in mind and do stay tuned for that. And a lot of these other ones we're catching up, or we're caught up to the most recent update. So remember, the other updates don't even come out until like January something. So, and then some of these books are not getting updates. Right now they're kind of on hiatus. So that's how it is with this app, and it's fine. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.